Alright, so this is basically a reaction video or review or whatever you want to call it, lessons learned from BKCHAT season 5, episode 9. So yeah, let's get straight. In fact, before we get straight into it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification because you never know the video you suggest might just be next. And yeah, let's just get into it and see what's happening. Or I'll say see what's happening, but let's get into the question. And you know the thing in it, you know the vibe. All right, so obviously, I'm gonna play the thing, edit it in, and boom. You know what I mean?
Hey guys, I have a dilemma. I've been seeing this guy for 6 months. He's absolutely gorgeous and a good potential life partner. However, I've noticed that he has bad hygiene. Sometimes it's bad breath. On occasions, it's sex hygiene and overall cleanness. What should I do?
Some people are missing these key essential items in their daily routine, yeah? They're missing the soap, the simple soap. Let me tell you something, you're going into Asda, I'm not even trying to give them free sponsorship, but you're going to Asda, you pick up a simple soap, yeah, you need that one. Bit of baby wipes, you know what I'm saying? When you're on the road and you're smelling a bit frowsy, it's okay to just pick up a bit of wipes. You just need to, wipe your little private areas. If it smells sweaty, yeah, we don't do that around there still. A bit of Meachums. When you get out the shower, you need to put on deodorant. That's what a lot of people are missing. Like, where's your deodorant? It's not okay. And top it over with a little bit of Dettol spray because some people's arms just ain't smelling right. Like, we need to do better. And let me tell you something, sis. If you're having sex, yeah, and the guy's smell is just too much, just slap on a bit of a mask. You know what I mean? It will last you throughout the sex session and you'll be all right. You know what I mean? Yes.
That's funny. But anyway, basically, I actually forgot what the question was now. But all I remember was the 6 months, and then she believes he's a potential life partner, but he's got bad mouth odor. His mouth stinks basically, and his sex odor smells. Okay. I mean, listen. Here's the situation, right? You just open your mouth and talk. You see, the thing is here, what most people don't, I don't want to use most people. The thing is, I get it. You're attracted to the person and you don't want to hurt their feelings. But the thing about feelings, they're just feelings. Like, they're emotions. They're not something physical. They will get over it. And if he is a man, like literally a masculine man, he'll get over, like, he won't even, like, he'll be, you know what I mean? He won't even get emotional about it. He won't be any feelings about it. Yeah? Let me give you an example, yeah? Even though it's like completely different, and it goes on into even the situation of what Jay Edwards was saying with the whole deodorant and all that stuff there. Alright, look, the reality is this, yeah? This is just from personal experience. I was coming back from somewhere the other, like, this was, let me not say when it was, but basically, I was coming back from somewhere. And I was on public transport. The day was practically over, right? It was a hot day. And I was literally coming off the public transport. I was basically, there was two women basically sitting near the exit. And yeah, one of them goes, I can't remember what she put, but what she said or something like that. I can't remember the words she said, but it was also her actions and no, I think she said someone smells of BO or something smells of BO or something like that. So I was like, really? And then I thought, raw, I just walked past her, so she must be talking about me then. But it can't be me, can it? And then I'm like, I just smell myself. Then I said, you know what? Smell the BO. Intake it, inhale it. Yeah? And in all fairness though, like, I didn't do that in a way to offend her or anything like that. Me, I'm a type of guy that I sometimes, it's like, how can I put it? Like, sometimes I like to joke about, innit? Like, it makes things a lot more easier for myself, innit? And obviously, I'm on my way home anyway, you know what I mean? I'm like, listen, I even let her know, like, I'm glad you kind of let me know. in that way, even though I would prefer if you told me directly. But the reality is, just coming back home, and that just a clear reminder and a clear sign. Because they even were talking about God, funny enough. So I even latched on to the fact of their conversation about God, and I said it's just a sign from God letting me know that I need to stop eating certain foods. Yeah, I need to get back to having my green smoothies and stuff like that. Which, funny enough, even on my way back home. In fact, was it on my way back home? Like in terms of walking. Um, Actually, no. It's when I got back home. Like I did a quick Google or whatnot. Like went online, and then I found out. Yeah, basically I found out about chlorophyll, which, you know what I mean. Like I won't go too deep into it, but basically, you know what I mean. The more chlorophyll that's in your system, yeah, then you're less likely to have bad body odor. Because what's happening is with sweat, it's just all the toxic out of, not all of the toxic, but some of the toxic in your body. You know what I mean? So you literally are what you eat, and you are, how can I put it? You are what you eat, and you smell what you eat. If that makes sense. You know what I mean? So anyway, and then speaking of that, um, so yeah, so let me finish off with this particular situation. So if you're in a relationship, if you're dating someone, even if you're seeing them for the first time or whatnot, the thing is, she said she was with him for 6 months. So regardless of time span, if you genuinely believe that person smells, yeah, you let them know directly. Forget indirects. Let them know directly. Just say, listen, I ain't gonna front, but yo, I don't know what is about you. I don't know whether it's your BO or whether it's, or if it's your mouth, if it's their mouth that stinks, to say, listen, your breath is kind of kicking still in it. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, look, you can say, look, I'm not trying to be rude to you. I'm letting you know so you can do something about it. Do you know what I mean? Same thing with body odor. Listen, I'm just letting you know so you can do something about it. You know what I mean? And if you have any information to let them know how they can do something about it, share that information with them. It's simple. You know what I mean? Especially if you're dating them or you're in a relationship with them. It makes sense anyway because you plan to be with them anyway. So like it just kind of makes sense. Otherwise, why are you there with them? You know what I mean? Also, um, so yeah, back to the thing that I was saying. So yeah, with J Edwards, with those props and stuff like that, big him up, yeah. But like at the same time, those like the deodorant, the what's it? The deodorant is an extension of whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's an extension, and most deodorants, or some should I say, they have a chemical in there that actually is more harmful. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you know, you know. I won't go too deep into it and all that stuff there, but also, and there's different type of deodorants. Like yeah, you can have the spray, like the antiperspirant spray, or you could have the roll-on. Get me? So there's different ones you can have, and some sprays can actually leave a mark on your skin as well. Like there's one particular one which is from a racist brand. Um, they tend to leave a mark. Do you know what I mean? Like a white mark. So funny enough, and they're a racist brand. Get me? Anyway, but yeah. So and then obviously even like using soap and all that stuff there, and having a shower, a regular shower, that still doesn't help. Do you see what I'm saying? All that stuff just masks the smell. It doesn't really solve the problem. You have to go to the root of the problem. Yeah, and the root of the problem is what you eat. Yeah, what you consume. Do you know what I mean? Like I can't even explain the duration of time of how, if you eat a lot of greens and stuff like that, how long it will take for you to start smelling nice or whatever, or not even having a particular smell like that. I can't explain it. Yeah, I don't. It's not something you can really, how can I put it, rush into basically. just eat clean anyway. Like, the funny thing of, you know what's mad? I just clocked something. Cleanliness is next to godliness, yeah? And when you look clean and you feel clean, you smell clean. Like, have you ever wondered, yeah, when you looked at someone and you're like, that person smells, just by how they look. But then when you go near that person, they actually smell all right. Do you know what I mean? Not saying they smell the best, but they smell all right. Or vice versa, or not vice versa, or the opposite, where they end up looking good and they actually smell nice. Or they can look good or they smell terrible. These things, you don't know, but most times, most people that do look good, they do tend to smell good, you know what I mean? But looks and all that stuff, everything's all perception, isn't it? Because some people say the neater you are, the more clean you are, and all that stuff there where you're like, there's different levels to this thing. But other than that, you got to take care of the inside, and the best way to take care of the inside is what you consume. Just consume the right nutrient for your body, things that grow naturally from earth. Do you know what I mean? Like, and you're good, innit? Like, no GMO things either. Also, what was I going to mention? But other than that, yeah, with this whole episode in general, I just found the topic I don't want to say the topic's immature, because it's not necessarily an immature topic, because it's a very common situation. However, I just felt with the cast, I felt how they dealt with it was very immature. And you know, in all fairness, yeah, Backchat London is just entertainment. It's not an intellectual debate, but it was great when they did do the university debate, whether it was worth it 2001, 2021 and all that stuff there. That came across more intellectual from my perspective, and so yeah, I don't know, it's a tricky one and stuff like that, and yeah, I don't want to go into details of who said what and this and that and blah blah blah. That's just long. I'm not here for gossip. I'm not here for chat like that. I'm here to break down the lessons you can learn from it. Like, I'm giving you a more intellectual side in it. So the point I'm trying to make with this particular video is just make sure that you consume the right nutrients for your body. I'm just gonna say that one more time. Make sure you consume the right nutrients for your body. Don't just do a high intake of food that have a high level intake of chlorophyll. And the funny thing is, I might even insert the clip. Basically, there is one guy, I forgot his name. I need to remember his name. What is his name? Because I've got to insert the clip. But basically, he's in America. Oh, I know the guy's name. He's on, I think it's NLE. What is it with these guys in the names, man? Like NLE Chopper. And there was another guy, but I can't remember his name. But I think it was him. But he was basically saying, oh, I have 1 liter of chlorophyll, blah, blah, blah. And then also during the video, and obviously I'm going to answer the clip here, but I'm letting you know what else he was saying. But then he mentioned, because he's doing he said a challenge, like drink 1 liter a day, blah, blah, blah. Even though that is way too much. And that's what I'm saying. Don't overdo it. Just have the right amount of macronutrients for your system and you're good. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's different if you're trying to bulk up. You know what I mean? It's different if you're trying to put on weight. But if you're not trying to put on weight and you're trying to just maintain, or you're trying to lose weight, then you have to, do you know what I mean? You have to follow the right levels for your system. And everything depends on your actual weight and your age and your gender. Like, there's so many levels to this thing. But anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna insert a clip there, get me? But yeah, he also mentioned about the situation that, right, you can actually use this for as a natural deodorant or stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Now, not the liter, drinking a liter a day, because that is just super wild. But you know what I mean? Like, there's certain things, like the way people can manipulate plants. Do you know what I mean? Like, is amazing to me. That is what do you call that? That's alchemy on another level. That's alchemy. Do you know what I mean? That's magic on another level. that's God's work on another level. Like just being able to transform a plant into to powder form or into certain things. It's like it's amazing to me. Anyway, like I'm trying too much. But anyway, the link to the link for the original video. What am I talking about? In fact, yeah, the link to the original video to the actual episode will be in the description box below. But also in the description box below is going to be a link to one of the courses to do with healthcare, and you'll find out more on how to, basically manage your health properly, but also the natural, the nutrients that you're supposed to be having in the first place. You know what I mean? That are good for your system that you actually need. Yeah. But anyway, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification because you never know the video you suggest might just be next.